Sup guys, Marcus here.
Marvelous Mara.
And we have something a little different today. We just got back from the Stranger Things, the experience. Stranger Things has been going all over the world, doing these fun little theme park type stunt show type of things. They did this last year, actually.
Yeah, tell me about last year. I didn't get to go to that.
Okay. Well, occasionally, as you guys know, I like pop culture. About 2 years ago, I went to the Breaking Bad experience, which was a restaurant with various Breaking Bad sets. So, yeah, check that video out. I can't believe I'm saying this, but spoilers. Both experiences, because we're going to talk about two experiences, last year's that I went on with my brother and my aunt, and this year's that I went on with Mara. So there is a plot to this. If you've done Star Tours or the Harry Potter ride at Universal, you know it kind of starts off one thing and becomes something else. So downtown LA took like a underground garage, a parking garage, and like turned into like various Stranger Things sets. So it's kind of like it was like a drive-through. I went with my my aunt and my brother. Last year was based off of season 3 Stranger Things, and it's about going to the new mall, the Starcourt Mall.
Oh,
and
that was the plot.
yeah, it's like, here's our new mall. If you know the plot of season 3, the mall is open, and that's what makes Joyce kind of go out of business. So you're doing a tour during this mall / parking garage, and all of a sudden, the Mind Flayer shows up.
No way.
And then you start seeing cast members dressed up like our Stranger Things crew run around and to hide, don't look. So you're kind of going through the parking garage, and they'll show you clips from the show. You see Will get possessed, and you see vines show up everywhere. And
do you get like things happen to your car, and you're like, oh no?
You're safe in your car, but cast members start banging on your window, saying, "Hey, get out of here!" And I'm like, I can't get out of here. There's another car in front of me. My aunt was never scared at all.
Wow, that's amazing.
It culminates in this giant stunt show battle between Eleven and Billy.
Ooh.
And they all wear COVID masks, so your imagination kind of has to go with them. But it's very cute. It's a lot of fun.
No, get out of here now.
They're dubbed over, but the funny thing is, they're dubbed over, but not by the Stranger Things cast members. It's like almost sound alike. So I'm like, that is not Dustin's voice. That's not Gatton's voice. Okay, that is not Steve's voice. That's not Joel Carey's voice. But you know, it's a stunt show. Like if you remember your 1990s Mortal Kombat stunt shows, you know, the Lion King Broadway, they do this stuff all the time.
I did the Miami Vice. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, like people would be like set on fire, and they would like, you know, like have to fly across the whole thing, and there was like boom, 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 shoot 'em ups, and it was pretty fun.
Yeah, so pretty much it was a fun thing to make for Netflix to keep the Stranger Things name out there during COVID. This takes us to this year's, which is a far more involved production.
There it is. Very involved.
Okay, so this one takes place in Montebello, California. I'm sure I mean, they went on tour, so they might have hit your state if you've seen it. This one is not a drive-through. This is a more involved. You go in a room. They've kind of turned this one little mall place to like this giant like laboratory.
Yeah, it's the lab experience versus the mall experience.
Yeah. So the premise of this is Hawkins Lab. After this, kind of takes place kind of post season 4, kind of not really, kind of like, I'd actually say it's more like in between season 3 and 4, kind of like, judging from, you know, certain spoilers. You go in Hawkins Lab, which was closed. For some reason, Hawkins Lab keeps causing problems. I don't know why.
No, but actually it's like, it's really cool. So you actually get grouped at first. So it's pretty awesome. So you either get like a blue band, a yellow band, or we got the red band.
Now, in terms of the bands, the reason why you are there for this plot is you are supposed to be doing, Hawkins is trying to do a new sleep experiment to help you go to sleep. Because if you guys know your plot of season 4, certain people will be getting nightmares not sleeping. So Hawkins has a new cure.
Yay!
Then it turns out once you get in, you get these bands put on you.
Yeah.
And then,
you're in alpha group or you're in the beta group. And we were in
It's Group A and Group B. It's not an alpha beta. Just how to split up.
Yeah.
Just how to split up. So you go in the lab. They have these actors playing like the lab technicians, and they're talking to you, telling, "Hey, be serious. This is 1986." And so you go in and you're hearing, you see the video where you're learning about Hawkins Lab, and all of a sudden,
I like the videos. They were pretty cool. It had like that 80s VHS vibe to them.
they did.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, if you guys know your Terminator 3D ride, the video gets intercepted by our Stranger Things children. The cast pop up, played by the actual kids. They're saying, "Hey, don't trust Hawkins Lab, don't trust them." And then they cut away. Kind of in Terminator 3D the ride, it was a similar thing. Like you're going through Skynet, oh, little Skynet, and then John Connor and Sarah Connor, hey, don't trust Skynet, and then we get flung to the future and everything. So it's a similar thing. But they're just a bunch of kids, right? Who cares? So we go through it anyway. We're playing these groups. We're in the red group, and we had a team leader for our red group. Do you remember who the team leader was?
I think she was pretty awesome. What do you think?
Oh, no, I think she was kind of overacting myself. Mara was our team leader.
Yeah.
You would have thought they knew we were going to be reviewing this thing. So, yeah, she got a little sticker which she put on. Actually, show them where you put your sticker.
This is where they said put it somewhere where everyone can see that you're the team leader, so they know who to follow. So I thought this was the perfect place to put it so that everybody knew that they can never get lost. What do you think?
Was I proud? Yes. Was I embarrassed? Definitely yes. But we're having fun here. So you go through the lab, and then it's revealed, hey, you aren't really here for a sleep study. So they have you do little exercises, do puzzles and stuff.
Yeah.
And while we're doing these puzzles, all of a sudden, some of us start manifesting powers. And they do a great job here where they have you practice moves. They have little effects where spiders pop out of the wall and Coke cans move. All this little.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of some of the Disneyland rides we're going through. Like, whoa, like the brooms are moving on their own. And
yeah, but it kind of like it's so interactive. It makes you feel like everyone's kind of like in their own way a part of what's actually happening around.
Yes, if you've ever seen a stage show, like the Peter Pan stage show,
Oh,
it's like
Peter Pan.
clap your hands if you believe type of stuff. Yeah,
but this time magic actually happens with you.
Yes, yeah, very good. So eventually Dr. Brenner shows up, Papa.
Oh yeah, he does.
And says, "Hey, yeah, you guys are my new numbers." And they do this great thing that we didn't see because, like Mara said, we're in groups, so we're kind of all of their groups. They have planted actors in the group. Because one of the actors I think it was the...
it's a blue group. It was the first group. Yeah, the one closest. Yeah.
Yeah. Tries to leave. Oh, I can't do this. I'm getting out of here. And the doctor judging us goes after her and kills her off camera.
Very scary stuff. Very scary.
So it's like, whoa. Because all of a sudden, of course, as you know, Hawkins Lab, something goes wrong. So our kids pop back in again. Dustin hijacks, and Erica, they hijack the frequency and say, hey, so Hawkins Lab has opened another gate. Max went in to investigate, and 11 went in after her, but now we've lost contact. And since you guys have superpowers, use your powers to help us free Max and 11. Unfortunately, we couldn't play running up that hill this time, so we had to use our own powers to do so.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, though.
A lot of people did dress up in costume. I saw 3 Eddie Munsons and even a Christie. And a lot of young girls wearing 11's dress from season 3, and someone got Max's trademark blue jacket from season 4.
I would say that Eddie was probably the most popular character, and then and I love it. It was like because it seems like the people that were going wanted to be Eddie, but the people that worked there wanted to be more like Steve, ready to serve ice cream.
There are Scoops Troop outfits. Turns out, I mean, Stranger Things does have iconic outfits, like Dustin always wears the hat, Mike always has stripes, and like a lot of people have the Eddie Munson mullet. That mullet is iconic. No Steve Harrington hair, though. Didn't see any of that.
No.
Or no Will Byers hair, that, annoying bowl cut.
Yeah. I think that Eddie was probably the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, he is the most 80s looking person. Probably next to Dustin, so, in terms of like, iconic.
Yeah, iconic.
No teeth, giant hat, curly hair, Dustin. So at the end, it's a big stage show. But to get to that stage show, they put you in a variety of escape rooms that
Yeah.
that the kids are guiding you through. So you hear Dustin, Erica, Banner, and Mike and Lucas and Will are arguing back and forth, and Brenner tries to go in. It leads to one funny thing that we'll talk about a little bit later. So in order to get through these escape rooms, they're not real escape rooms. They're more like sequences. So
I would say the safer escape rooms, like but there are some really amazing effects through them, and it is like really interactive because you do get to play games and solve things, and but it's a little bit more guided tour than a regular escape room.
yeah, I mean, was there a security guard in every room just sitting there not acting? Of course. It's a very immersive group of escape rooms. Like you play along with it, of course, and also the kids are egging you on. Hey, use your powers to do this, this, and this. Okay, red team, do this, and then 11 shows up, played by the wonderful Millie Bobby Brown, saying, "Help, red team, use your powers. Not safe, bad place." You know the 11 dialogue. So they're having each group use whatever ability we have or pose to like move whatever animatronic. And it's a lot of fun. And then eventually, of course, some Demogorgons pop out.
That was really cool though, because like how they come onto the door and they did the sound effects and everything. I think they really had like some like puppeteering or something, or actors or something on the other side, because that stuff like were really cool with the
they put you in
with the dogs, with the Demogorgons.
Yeah, she's right. They put you in like these rooms. You just hear noises outside, and you have windows, but you can't see quite. So they kind of actors and monsters bang on the window and help me. And so you're kind of like, oh no.
But the further it went on, the closer and closer it came until like it was like right on the door. And if you stand right next to the door, you actually get it kind of like in your face. It's pretty cool.
So eventually you get to see the kids on camera, and they're played by the cast that we know. Getting older and older, man. But they're still themselves. So we see Mike, Will, Lucas, Dustin, and Erica.
Yeah.
And they're saying, hey, use your powers for this. Eventually, Brenner comes on camera, because you can see multiple cameras. And I think it's Lucas that starts it off. And Lucas say, hey, flip him off. And all the kids flip him off. And we get to flip Brenner off saying, hey, because Brenner's like, oh, hey, join me. Don't trust those random teenagers that broke into my lab.
I still think it's like a group choice. Like if you follow Brenner and somebody messes with the stuff, they account for that in the story. But if like everyone follows the kids, they account for that in the story. I think it's like
that is a guess. People like the kids. We would never go against the children. Who's gonna choose Brenner over the Goonies?
You never know what group you're gonna get. Like, what if somebody's just a rebel and they're like, I want to see how this works. Boom.
Stranger Things, despite being an ensemble cast, people like the kids. You know how the Mandalorian's about the Mandalorian, but it's really about the baby? So eventually we use our various powers to get out of the escape rooms, but we have to put on these safety/3D goggles.
I was like, the most incredible 3D I've ever seen in my life.
But, okay, before we get there, one thing I want to talk about, because I almost forgot this.
Okay.
In order to get to the 3D room, we have to go into the Upside Down.
Oh.
They actually make us create a gate.
It was kind of scary, yeah. Because you had to like go through all this stuff and go, oh, you know, it reminded me of Nope. Like, in Nope, I don't know if this is a spoiler if anybody's seen it, but there's like this one scene where everybody's actually inside the alien and they're all trying to claw in to get out. Whatever they created here, it reminded me of, we're all kind of going through that alien stuff, and we had to touch it and go through it, and it was kind of dark and you didn't know what was going to happen on the other side, and then you were like super ahead of me, so I was like, oh no, what happens if there's like something scary on the other side and I've lost you? And you get through and you're like in this incredible space.
I'll have to say this, I did think we're going to see like actors in Demogorgon costumes running out, but I think I might have freaked out the kids. I think that someone's like, boom, ah! Eventually, with a great breakaway wall, which I didn't know that was even going to open up.
Yeah, that was like really cool.
We create a gate and go through the Upside Down, where the set design is great. I'm not even just saying the screen. Like, we see little fake vines everywhere.
Yeah.
We see Max, played by Sadie Sink, being all Max, like, hey guys, I was an idiot, I got caught here. I don't know what to do. I can't find Elle anywhere. So, Mars, our team leader, guides us through, and we witnessed some of probably the best 3D I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was incredible.
I got confused whether it was 3D or a stunt. Well, because here's what happened. So Sadie sticks with us. Oh my God, guys, use your powers, save me. Oh no. I mean, Max, keep going.
Yeah.
And so we're using, oh, come on, Max, we got you. But we can't play running up that hill. What do we do? And then 11 shows up. They have this stunt woman play 11. Here's where I got confused. Because Demodogs attack Max. And 11 shows up. And the Demodogs come right at us. I couldn't tell. Was that like a string? Or was that the 3D? That was the 3D, right?
That was 3D. So like,
looks
what
so
is really
real.
cool
Go ahead.
is like originally my 3D glasses actually was missing a lens,
Mm-hmm.
and so I was walking around without a lens, and then I realized like, wait a minute, these are probably I'm probably gonna need these. So I switched them out, and I get the real ones, and I swear those things they had it come out like it looked like way past the screen and like into like the standing space that we were in. Like you were like it was coming at you, and I've never seen it that good.
What helps sell it is they have an actual actor play 11. So
Yeah.
it kind of breaks your, am I watching the TV or am I watching reality?
They
So
did a good job with the casting of Elle on this one.
yes, yeah, looked a lot like her. Yeah, so you're kind of like, it breaks you, it messes with your mind a little bit. So 11's too weak. So we have to use our powers to get rid of the Demodogs. So we're, making trees move and tossing Demogorgons. But eventually, your boy Vecna shows up.
Yeah.
Saying the same, you are cursed, you are, you have the Vecna speeches that everyone loves. So
Yeah.
whenever the women on Stranger Things are in trouble, the men play support boyfriends. No, guys, you can do it! So we hear them on the walkie-talkies, they can get through. Help out else. We have to give 11 our powers. Because Max gets captured, just like she does in episode 4, Dear Billy, with the vines on her.
Oh, that was, yeah.
Yeah, so
He's all
we start
bummed out.
using our powers to give to 11. And someone who got way in character, yelling at the characters and yelling at her team.
Hey, our team was the only one still left helping out. Like they were into it too. Like we got them going.
So
It
eventually...
was fun. It's more fun when you play along.
Oh, it's very interactive, definitely. No, I know we had fun. Yeah, you do this. Okay, I did it. Because here's what happens. This is why I'm bringing this up. Because she's absolutely right. You're supposed to interact. That's the fun thing. Eventually, a flash of light happens, and then the actor turns into Millie Bobby Brown back on the screen. So she took some time off of filming Enola Holmes 2 to show up. Because at first I'm like, maybe I couldn't get her. She has all of our powers now, and she's flying. But someone's like, no, keep giving her power. We're not done yet.
Yeah.
She's flying right now. They were no,
We're gonna keep helping her. Everybody kept helping. It was great.
And she defeats Vecna just like she
We
did
do.
before. And then we close the gate. Max gets freed. And they do this great flashlight where we're back in the real world.
Yeah.
And we see our cast reunite with the girls. The boys get back with the girls. And
It's very sweet.
yeah, notice Lucas kind of macking on Max a little bit.
They're a cute couple together.
But on the cast, like, hey, you did it, guys, congrats. So everyone's
Yeah.
hugging. The couples are hugging each other. I did not check if Will was staring angrily at Mike and 11. Like, hey, what the heck? So our cast walks off. They say, see you in season 5. And then, so, of course, if you know any of these type of little interactive things, you leave the theater to go right into the merchandise gift store.
Yay!
So we bought a couple of things.
Yeah, we did. I got this. Whoopee!
We got the Stranger Things on vinyl. No, it's the poster from season 2, one of my favorite posters.
Yes.
Actually.
And we got here we go. This is a really awesome thing that I think. Look, it even has like the cracks and stuff in the upside down roll.
Yeah, we got the Stranger Things companion, but it looked. I don't know if you guys can tell from here. But look, the hardcover is all torn. It looks like an old book.
No, but it's like, you know how you go into the other upside down? That's why it's all torn and so like it's been through some stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's vintage, clearly.
It's vintage, so you can see that. What?
We got some postcards. If you play like a game, you get some postcards.
It was actually kind of funny.
Show the other side.
Yeah, I did. Hey! I got this really cool sticker. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, hello, #1 fan. There we go. I don't know if that's true, but I knew I was a pretty awesome fan.
She wore that on her head the entire time.
The entire time.
Was I proud? This time the game was over, so embarrassed. Definitely.
And they
So-
had like awesome ice cream. They had like these things with like the cinnamon. You could put, it was called Dusty's cinnamon roll, and you could put like ice cream on it and like brownie extreme, and it was like pretty cool.
Let's talk about, the area surrounding the food. So,
Okay.
the area, if you guys saw my Breaking Bad experience video, that was a restaurant, but each part of the restaurant was made up to like a set from the show.
Yeah.
Stranger Things does the exact same thing. You get the Chips Ahoy from season 3, the pizza van from season 4, the arcade from season 2.
Yeah.
They have a little interactive Vecna and Demogorgon from all the seasons in season 4. They have Joyce's, Christmas lights. So
Oh, yeah,
they have these
that
little
whole
like
living room.
they have these little sections you can take pictures from the show.
From each season, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's very, if you're a Stranger Things fan, it's a lot of fun to take those pictures. I saw a lot of people dressed up. They play 80s music, some from the soundtrack, some just from the 80s, and occasionally the room gets all red just to scare people. Remember when we were leaving?
Yeah, but they had like these really cool. They still had the actors like all dressed up, and then they would dance with everybody, and it was still interactive even when you were in the merch section.
Yeah, 'cause we were there pretty much like maybe an hour, maybe a half an hour.
The
Yeah.
arcade worked too. Like you could still play the games at the arcade.
Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
play Dig Dug, see if you can beat Mad Max's score. Yeah, that's important.
Oh yeah, that's very important. What was really cool is, before we even get in, with like the cars and there's this giant mural.
Oh yes, thank you. I almost forgot about. Yeah, they have the vehicles from like not prop. What's the phrase?
Oh, the stunt cars, like the actual
Thank you,
like
stunt
yeah,
cars,
the
yeah.
the
They have
vehicles
like
from the show.
the stunt cars from the show. You get Hopper's, cop car, Billy's car, the van that 11 drops in season 1. You get like replicas of those. They have murals of the kids and Vecna. So if you're an Eddie Munson fan, they have a giant poster of him in the merchandise group, looking like the god we all see him as. So that is there.
They actually had the drawings from Will. Was it L? Was it Will? It was Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had his drawings and stuff like that with the upside down world and the monsters and everything.
Yeah, they have little prop replicas from the show. So there's a lot of, that's the thing from the thing, and that's the thing from the thing. There's a lot of that. It's very, very geeky and a lot of fun. For the Hellfire Club crew, there's a lot of shirts and hats you can buy. You can buy Dustin's thinking cap hat and the Eggos. Yeah, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. Overall thoughts on the experience of Stranger Things?
I think it's one of the greatest experiences of my life as far as rides go.
Wow.
I would have to say I did enjoy the aspects of it being like half escape room and then half like a haunted house, kind of like an experience. Like it really is an experience. And I think like in other places I've been to, whether it be Universal, Disney, it's not like you might have like Captain Emo, you might have like the Pirates ride, or you might have the Harry Potter's ride, but this is probably the most intense.
Well, I recommend it as well. It's very immersive. Like it's kind of crazy how much you get into.
Yeah, you do.
Because power, sure. But it's fun to do, and I think having the kids egg you on is what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Like, hey, come on, guys, do it!
Let's-
Okay, of course, I'll do it. Yeah, the only thing I would say is it is a little pricier. The Stranger Things drive-thru was $30 a person. This one was $74.
Yeah, but you're probably getting more out of this one than you
Well, you are more
Drive
interactive. It's supposed to
car.
be in your car. They
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
hey, change it to channel 15 AM. Got it. Okay. Yeah, so I would say if you have some extra money, I recommend it. If not for the merchandise alone. Yeah, and we have some time before season 5. Why not, get some, extra Stranger Things in it. So
I like that. Yeah, why not get some extra Stranger Things-ness in it? Have an experience before the show comes back.
I did a reaction to season 3 a couple of years ago, and that's what kind of helped my channel grow. So I owe a lot to this show. It's still one of my favorite shows. I'm looking forward to the ending. I might do a review of all the seasons when season 5 comes out. I haven't decided yet.
That would be cool. You should do that.
Yeah, because it has become the thing it ate. It now is this big pop culture franchise. And I didn't really appreciate that until I did this experience. Like, oh yeah, they have so much lore and things from the thing and things from the thing. So yeah, if you're a big fan, I highly recommend it. If you're a casual fan, and you have some extra money lying around,
You might become even a bigger fan if you experience it. Yeah.
yeah. And if you're broke, just watch this review. Okay, so till next time, stay frosty.
Keep it awesome.